The brother of an Indian woman who was refused residency after her husband drowned says she faces a life of persecution if she returns to India. Tanvi Bhavsar, her husband, Heman Limbachia, drowned at Waimarama Beach in Hawke's Bay on January 4th. The couple had lived for 4 years and had applied for permanent residency, but as Mr Limbachia was the main applicant, the visa was refused following his death. Now her family are pleading with the government to allow her to stay on compassionate grounds. Here's our Hawke's Bay reporter, Anusha Bradley.
Tanvi Bhavsar's brother, Prashin Kumar, was swimming with the couple the fateful day his brother-in-law drowned. He says Heman's last act was to instruct his rescuer, Cameron McCallum, to save his wife instead.
The first words that Heman said that, hey, save Tanvi, save my wife, she's still alive.
Mrs Bhavsar returned to India to bury her husband. But Prashin Kumar says when she got there, she found she was being blamed for her husband's death.
She pretty much is considered as the person responsible for killing a 26-year-old boy of the family and only boy of the family. Apart from the very close family, that's Heman's parents and her parents and her brother, pretty much everyone else is looking her at in the same point of view that, you know, she's a husband killer, she's an inauspicious person.
She then found she was not able to return to New Zealand under her work visa, which had been granted as a dependent of her husband. And because her husband was the main applicant for their permanent residency, after his death, hers was also refused. Prashin says although Tanvi's family in India is supportive of her, she's now treated like an outcast by the community and doesn't want to stay. He's asking the government to show compassion in a case that appears to fit outside the normal rules.
But the problem is that she can't go out and face public or go around and live a normal life. You know, the time that she has been in the last 3 months, either she has spent her time at her home or Heman's home, or she goes into, even if she goes to a cafe, she has to look for a cafe which is in some remote corner because, yeah, after killing her husband, she cannot be enjoying life or even having a coffee for that matter.
Tanvi has this afternoon returned to Napier on a 3-month holiday visa and will appeal her case to the Immigration Protection Tribunal. Prashin is not Tanvi's real brother. He's a Raki brother, a cultural brother, in which he swore an oath during a religious ceremony to protect her like a blood brother for the rest of his life. He says he'll also help her appeal again to the Associate Immigration Minister Chris Farfoy for her residency to be granted on compassionate grounds. Prashin says if that doesn't work, he believes it would have been better if Tanvi had died that day in January because of the persecution she'll inevitably face.
Very unfortunate to say that, but, you know, that is just the case.
A spokesperson for Minister Farfoy says a request for intervention won't be accepted until all other avenues have been tested. In Napier for Checkpoint, Anusha Bradley.